This episode is brought to you by Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Hoist Rapid Rehydration, Reconstructive Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, O'Brien's Bar and Grill, and Admiral, worn by legends since 1914.
I'm here at the Cincinnati Saints game versus the Illinois Piasa. The bleachers are filling up, the fans are getting loud, so stay tuned for more action. I'm here now with some really big Saints fans. Ladies, what are your names?
I'm Maria. I'm Marissa. I'm Sophie. I'm Isabel. I'm Julia.
Now, is this your guys' first Saints game?
Yeah.
It is. Are you guys having fun so far?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite player?
Sam.
Why is your favorite player?
Because he's our trainer.
So you guys, what soccer team are you guys from?
TFA.
Well, I hope you guys have a fun time.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
I'm here now with one of the founders of the Seven Hills Crusaders. What's your name?
Tom.
Tom, can you tell me a little bit about how the Crusaders started?
Just wanted to reach out. We always followed all different supporter groups around the country. Started off with the Columbus Crew, found the Cincinnati Saints a couple years ago, and just wanted to support local.
What's your favorite thing about coming to the Cincinnati Saints game?
Probably just the family atmosphere, just something new. One just kind of was something rowdy. We saw that they were a little quiet at first. The drums in the background and just hit the.
Now, as you mentioned, the drums. I can hear. What other things do you guys do throughout the game?
We've got flags, we've got displays, we've got a couple banners up here we usually do each game. Usually we get a little more crazy in the outdoor. We have maybe a couple smoke bombs or some just add a little excitement for the team because we're only here for the team. We always show up each game, and we made a few road trips. We had a couple down to Louisville when they were Premier League last year. Looking forward to Detroit for that.
Now, what does someone have to do? How would they get involved if they wanted to be part of the Crusaders?
Just we got a couple pages. We're on Facebook. Just check us out, Seven Hills Crusaders, on our Facebook page, and we also have our Twitter page. Shoot us a message. We also have a website where you can check us out. We got a couple items on there too, a couple T-shirts, stuff like that. So check us out.
Now, the Saints are tied at half 2-2 with the Illinois Piasa. What do you think we have to do? What do you think we have to change up?
Keep the pressure. We're definitely favored. Seeing that we are favored 4 points, kind of just keep it going. We're known for having high pressure, a lot of aggression, always putting up a good fight. So just got to keep it going.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
I'm here now with head coach Matt Brinus after a big 6-4 Cincinnati Saints win. Coach, last game was in Cleveland. It was really close in overtime, but you lost. What did you think you needed to come in here and do differently tonight?
I don't know if it's doing anything differently. It's having a system and having the lads buy into that system. And when they do it, it really looks nice on the field. And in Cleveland, we really bought into the system, and it was just unfortunate we didn't win. Here, we at times we got into it, and as you can see in the fourth quarter, they executed exactly how I wanted them to execute it, and we got the result, which is good. But I expect more from the boys, but we did get a good win.
I was going to say, it was really close all game, and we had these spurts where we get a couple of goals, and you're saying that's when they were buying into the system?
Yes, it is. I was throwing a lot. I throw a lot of things at their way, and they have to understand what it is. It's an education, and we're it's a new team and young players, and we are trying to make it work. But at the end of the day, we got back to 500, and that's big.
Now the next game is against Harrisburg. It's on the road. Have you seen them play? Do you know what to expect?
Once again, they're coached by two very, very high-end, exceptional former indoor players. So they will have a good team. Things are tough sledding for them right now a little bit. They're losing some games. I know that Cleveland just beat them in Harrisburg. So this seems to be a very hodgepodge of a league right now in terms of everyone's beating everyone else. There's no clear-cut person running away with it. So the exciting part about our league is anything can go. So we should have a lot of confidence going in against Harrisburg. They got a real nice facility, and they do have a lot of fans, and that's going to be an exciting game.
So kind of going off what you just said, you feel good sitting at 2-2 right now?
I feel good at sitting 2-2. You know, a coach always wants to be 4-0, but I feel better when we execute, and that makes me happy. The results and all that will come with the execution. But for right now, 2-2, I'm quite happy, and we'll go from there.
Well, we're happy for you. Thanks for talking to us tonight, and great win.
Thanks.
I'm here now with Damian Blackman. Damian, you guys came in 1-2. You were favored to win, but it was a pretty close match, especially halftime. What do you think you did well? What do you think you need to work on still?
Yeah, I think, especially at the start, the last two matches, we've really come out well in the start of the game, and then, kind of take our foot off the gas pedal. So I think for us, just the mentality of keeping the foot down, really going at them and putting them under, especially when we have such a great home crowd, a loud home crowd, we really need to bury them and get them uncomfortable. And I think the last couple games we started out well, but then said, oh, game's over. So that's a big place we need to improve upon.
Is there anything specific you think made you come out there really hard in the fourth quarter and you just ended really strong?
Yeah, I think to credit the coaching staff, we made a change after the third quarter and at halftime. We kind of changed how we were defending as a unit, and then kind of went up to high pressure in the fourth quarter, really put them under. And that change of pressure, they seemed to really struggle with that. Their backs were quite subpar with the ball per feet, and the goalkeeper as well really struggled. So gave us a lot of easy chances, and didn't allow them to get forward as much as they did in the first half.
Now, I think it was the third quarter. Things got a little intense. There was a couple of blue cards. Can you talk a little bit about what happened there?
Yeah, it's two referees on the field, so you'd expect that things can be taken care of a little bit better. Thing is, though, adults playing, everyone wants to win, and the boards add another fun, part of that. So a lot of the stuff that you see really isn't as bad as it might sound, or as bad as the crowd might make it sound as well. But I thought the refs did a really good job of keeping it even for the most part. The other team might think differently in that regard, but for me, I think they wanted to put pressure on us. We wanted to put pressure on them. Both teams were going for a win, and the crowd was into the game, so it was just a good environment. And boys are going to be boys, So.
Now your next game is away at Harrisburg. What are your thoughts on that game? What are you trying to prepare for?
Yeah, I think for us, how we travel is going to be important. Just like I said earlier, when we start out, if we start out well, like we have the past couple games, great. But especially on the road, take away the home crowd. Harrisburg always has a good crowd at their place. It's a very intimate setting as well. So I think as we go through, if we can keep our foot on the pedal all the way through the first quarter, put them under maybe 3, 4, or 5 goals instead of just the 1 or 2, then we'll give ourselves a better chance moving forward.
Lastly, this is a lot of new players on the team, a lot of different changes for this season. How do you feel the season's going right now?
Being 500 after 4 games, I think we should be pretty comfortable with that. Not happy with it, but as Coach Brian has said, he's trying to get his system in place. We have a lot of new guys, as you just said, and really you're taking 2 separate teams and you're trying to mesh and find which combinations work out best, all while still trying to play under his philosophy. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but 500 after this, not the end of the world, and we've shown in the games that we've lost that they've been close. An overtime loss to Cleveland, and then a 1-goal loss at home to Chicago, who is at the top of the table right now. So I think we're right there.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on having such a great game, and congrats on the win.
Appreciate it.